What's going on? Welcome back to yet another normal baseball podcast. Baseball's fun. The Yankees are good. Division races are starting to heat up. Let's talk about it. What's going on? Welcome back to yet another normal baseball podcast. We're back. It's been a little bit, but we are back. Baseball.
Baseball
has
All right.
been...
See you guys next week.
Baseball has been very fun lately, and we're here to talk about it. Obviously, we haven't done a podcast in a little bit. We apologize for that. But we're going to start. We're back up. We're on the grind now. We're going to rework the podcast a little bit. We're going to do it more often, so we have less to talk about.
Keep the episodes shorter.
Yeah, make the episodes a little shorter, and I think we just get into it now. I mean, baseball's been amazing recently. We've seen a lot going on. Big series, obviously. Yankees, Astros is the biggest one right now. Do you want to just get right into that? I mean,
you want to talk about Yankees Astros?
Yeah, let's talk about last night. Okay, so let me preface it really quick. Last night, Yankees played the Astros, and it was obviously a matchup that everyone loves in the Bronx, the Boogie Down Bronx. Highly anticipated. The first runs of the game, Alex Bregman, 3-run home run. I bet Yankee fans were not too happy with that one.
I can imagine.
But then they come right back. Giancarlo Stanton, 3-run home run, ties the game at 3. And just as quick as they tied the game, they lost the tie. Yordan Alvarez with a bullet home run.
Oh, yeah.
Bullet. Right out of the stadium. 3-run home run. Just like that, they're back down 3 runs, 6-3.
And then it went dead silent for about 6 innings.
Yeah, 6 innings. Nothing happened from the 3rd inning to the bottom of the 9th when Ryan Presley, who has been good. I mean, the entire Astros bullpen's been really good this year. Walks the first 2 batters in the bottom of the 9th. Brings up Aaron Hicks. June Aaron Hicks is not a guy to mess with.
Amen.
And they messed with Aaron Hicks in June. 3-run home run. Ties the game at 6. Couple bullshit things happen. You know, IKF tries to steal second, gets caught. Replay, he was probably safe, but not enough evidence. Who really cares? Then Aaron Judge comes up, 2 outs, runners on first and second.
With 2 outs.
2 outs, base hit into left field, gets down. Yankees win 7-6. This team is incredible. Dare I say, incredible.
I mean, now the big thing that everyone in Yankee land is talking about is they are now ahead of pace to beat the 98 Yankees and even beat out the 2001 Mariners for the win record. And I would say, first and foremost, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. There's still plenty of baseball to play. But it's fun to look at, but you can't set that standard.
Although I did see something that said...
There's something in your hair.
I did see something that said, someone told me that if the Yankees were from here on to play 500 baseball, so win half, lose half, they would still win 98 games.
Imagine.
That is insane. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think they're going to play 500 baseball.
I think they're going to play way above that, if anything.
That's what I'm saying. So, that's incredible. And I don't want to just be talking about the Yankees here because the Astros are also having hell of a season. I mean, 43-26, leading the AL West by 9.5 games. They're also having a good season, but these Yanks, I mean, we haven't seen a team like this since probably the 2016 Cubs. And coincidentally, Anthony Rizzo, who was on the 2016 Cubs, has said in an interview that it's very much like that team.
Yeah, which is, I mean, a great thing to hear out of the Yankee clubhouse. And to touch on Houston, I think that they are, without a doubt, the second best team in the American League at the moment.
Yeah.
There's no question about that. But I do think that they are built to really compete when it matters the most. And Astros fans will tell you right now that they're not worried about losing one game to the Yankees. They're not worried about losing the series to the Yankees, because I feel like Astros baseball in October is a little bit more ramped up. But with how this Yankee team is playing, I mean, we could be seeing a potential, 7-game series come October, Yankees Astros, which would be electric.
Yeah, I mean, this could be a preview, but that's another reason that I don't think Astros fans or the Astros want to be losing these games, because they're playing the Yankees and it's a rival. And obviously for Yankee fans, this feels amazing after the whole 2017 cheating scandal, 2019 being 2 games away, and Altuve, the buzzer situation. From a fan standpoint, that probably sucks. And from an Astro, you don't want to lose against your rival team. That's it's not something you want to do.
I think that this whole matchup during the season will be decided by home field advantage, because I feel like the Yankee fans being behind the Yankees, even though they were down 3 with someone who's been a little controversial this year, and Aaron Hicks, who's not been performing so well, the fact that the Yankees fans still rallied behind him to let's just get on base, let's keep moving the chains, and he does that, and then you can even hear it when you're watching TV, how loud it gets just when Aaron Judge's walk-up song starts playing and you see him walking into the box. I feel like, and it's the same way at Minute Maid with the Astros. If you've watched any Astros games this year, you've seen it. That stadium gets loud for regular season games because they know that their team can go out and win every day.
Yeah, no.
So I feel like it'll just be a game of whoever gets home field advantage for the most part.
I mean, the Astros, that pitching staff, I do agree it is a lot about home field advantage, but even last night, they were winning 6-3 going into the bottom of the 9th inning. I mean, the rest of the middle 6 innings up until the bottom, from the top of the 3rd to the bottom of the 9th, dead dead. You could hear a pin dropping. Well, maybe not that, but it was silent in Yankee Stadium for the most part. I don't think it matters who has home field advantage. I just think the better team's going to win. I think both of these teams are going out there and they want to win these games probably more than any other game this year.
Yeah, I mean, this is a rivalry that runs deep, not just through the fans. It runs deep through the players itself. I mean, watching the Yankees play the Astros last night, not one Astros player talked to a Yankees player. Not one Yankees player tried to talk to an Astros player. I mean, Altuve on the first inning was on first base with nobody out. Alex Bregman's up there, and DJ was holding him at third after every pitch, and Altuve kept trying to talk to DJ. And, I mean, the machine was dead silent. He didn't even look at him. It's a rivalry, and it's a real rivalry. This is this is peak Yankees Red Sox type stuff right now. Obviously, I don't think this rivalry will have the longevity of that, but this is intense.
I don't even think the by the way, I'm just looking at something really quick. I was gonna talk about how the Yankees have had 9 walk-off wins this year, which leads MLB. Very similar to the 2009 team that won the World Series. They also had They were also at a lot of walk-offs. I'm just looking at championship win probability added. So that's a stat.
Yeah.
I looked up walk-offs with the most championship win probability added. And it's Kirk Gibson. The Kirk Gibson home run against Dennis Eckersley.
In the postseason.
Yes. But why isn't it Joe Morgan? I mean, not Joe Morgan. Joe Carter. Why isn't Joe Carter? He won them the World Series.
That is true.
That's 100% added. They won. Anyway.
Yeah, that's a weird stat.
Excited to see how that whole thing goes. Tonight, I believe it's Verlander. And speaking of Verlander, I mean, what a season he's putting together. He's pitched virtually no games in the last 2 years. Pitched 1 game in 2020. Then pitched nothing in 21. I mean, so far he's got a 2.30 ERA, which is 3.18 ERA. 1.65 ERA plus, 82 and a third innings pitched, 81 strikeouts. I mean, he's been the JV of old. And there were some questions. I was one of them coming into the season. I mean, how's he going to do? But I think I was very confident in JV because a pitcher like that doesn't just disappear.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I mean, Justin Verlander is a special piece to baseball right now, and what he's doing is mind blowing. I think I believe MLB Network after the game said it best that tonight's matchup with the Yankees and Red Sox is one of those games where you look at the matchup and go,
Astros.
Oh yeah,
You said Red Sox, nice.
Oh, sorry. When you see this Astros Yankees like matchup, just with the pitching alone, because no lineup cards have come out yet, you look at this game and go, I gotta buy a ticket to the game.
Yeah, no, I would love to go if I wasn't graduating tonight.
How does he do it? How does he do it?
Thank you. We might go on Sunday. It's like, how could you pass up to go to one of these games, especially in Yankee Stadium? So that's really all I have to say about tonight. I mean, Verlander, Sevy. It's gonna be a good pitching matchup. Both really good pitchers. Tomorrow it's Cole versus Javier, another good pitching matchup, and then Urquidy versus Cortez. It's like these are the pretty much the two best pitching staffs in baseball.
Lord, Jose Urquidy.
Yeah.
It's a 5-hour game incoming.
And then now you want to move on to another series. So like we said, we're reworking. So we're gonna go through like series. Oh, one thing. Who do you think's gonna win the series? This I might have to write down. So give me a second. While you think of that, who do you think is gonna win the Yankees? I know the Yankees have already won a game. So who do you think is going to win the series, or do you think it's gonna be a tie? Because we're gonna do maybe a point system, but like more for ourselves. If you pick tie, it has to be tie. Like there's no pushes, you know. Like if you pick win and they tie, you can't argue that that's a win.
Yeah, that's fair. I am going to go with. I have a feeling that this will be a tie. We're gonna see a tie, which is sad to admit as a Yankees fan, that the Yankees are gonna hit that 20-loss number in my head. But I think that's the only reasonable answer, is that it would be a tie.
All right. I'm going to go... I'm going to go Yankees win 3-1.
I like that.
I don't think the Astros are going to get 4 games. I mean, to be fair, the Yankees, they could do it.
They could do it. They showed last night that they're always down. They can be down, but they're never out.
So you think 2-2?
I think 2-2. I said 2-2.
I'm going to go with 3-1, yeah. So, all right. I guess that's reasonable. Two games at Yankee Stadium. The last time they did not win 2 games. Anyway, let's move on to another one. Let's start getting these series out here.
Well, do you want to head down to the ATL?
Sure, I'll head down to the ATL. This is a big series.
Yeah.
Braves.
Go on. Go ahead. You took the
all right,
spotlight.
I'll take it. Braves are 18-3 in June. That's all I wanted to say. It's tied for the best record with the Yankees. That's all I wanted to say. They're 4 games back of the Mets. Or 3.5 now.
4.
Still 4?
4.
Oh, I guess it was 4.5 yesterday. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, more importantly, just like right now, the Braves squeaked out a very, very close win against the Giants when, in all honesty, it shouldn't have been that close. But Dansby Swanson, right? Braves legend, World Series champion of 2021, and current shortstop for the Braves, deserves to be an all-star. He, in his last, I think it was like his last 8 plate appearances, he has 6 home runs.
Yeah, and last night he had 2.
Yesterday he had 2. It was...
That they wouldn't have won without him yesterday. 7-6 final. I mean, Dansby had 2 homers, 3 RBIs, 4 for 3 on the day.
4
That's
for 3.
crazy.
That's impressive.
I mean, 3 for 4. 3 for 4 on the day. That's crazy. Dansby's been really good this year. Read off some numbers. I think he should be an all-star. I really do.
Yes.
And there are guys in the NL who, like, if I'm going to pull up the ballot really quick. There are other guys in the NL who, like, you could argue.
Tatis.
Let's see who's leading. Oh, my God. The fact that he's on the ballot is crazy. Dansby is second behind Trey Turner, which, okay. I do understand.
It makes sense, but...
But he's still going to be an all-star. As long as you get past the first phase, you're an all-star.
Yes.
For the most part.
Now it's just
because I think they have to have... Yeah. So Dansby's second. I mean, batting 302 in a good amount of games. Batting 302 is very good.
And what's even more impressive,
71 games. He's played almost every game, and he's batting 302 with 12 homers. 12 homers?
What's even more impressive is after the really bad start he got off to. In the very beginning of the season, I mean, I think The Athletic just did an article about this yesterday, and I read it. That's why this is so fresh in my mind. At the beginning of the season, Dansby Swanson went to the film room after a couple of series where he looked terrible. And he spent hours studying how he was swinging and what he was doing, and he completely readjusted and fixed himself, and now he's performing at an all-star level once again.
I love it. And yeah, because he was, even last year, he was bad. I mean, last year...
Yeah, towards the end of last year.
Last year he batted 248, which is low for him. And then this year comes out of the box doing insanely good. And the Braves, let's talk about this really quick. Then we can do the series prediction. The Braves are 4 games back of the Mets. They were like 13 last 3 weeks ago or whatever.
Last time we recorded this podcast.
Last time we recorded, they were very far down. By the way, the Phillies are still that far down somehow. The Mets have been doing good, but not amazing. Do you think that the Braves... Did you pick the Mets to win the NL East?
I believe I did.
Currently, who do you think is going to win the NL East? Because I know them. I don't think... we know the Mets shit the bed every year. I don't think they're going to slide down all the way this year.
No, they're definitely not. I mean, the fact that they're still able to maintain somewhat of a lead right now without Jacob deGrom and Max Scherzer, it shows that there's something special about the team in Flushing, New York. Which is interesting because, we've seen years past where Jacob deGrom starts the season with the Mets, and then when he goes down, sadly, the Mets start to slide because they don't have that lockdown number 1 guy, and it's kind of demoralizing and everything. But this year, with having Buck Showalter, Starling Marte, Mark Canha, all these guys who want it more and don't understand that the Mets culture back then has been we're out of it in June, So I think we're seeing something different from the Mets here, and I still think that they will win their division. But the Braves make that wild card team, make one of the wild cards, and I think there's somebody to look out for.
Yeah, I mean, this team's not going to just go away. Even we knew it. They started bad, and they also have one of the easiest schedules coming up. I think for the rest of the year, they have one of the easiest schedules, whereas the Mets do not have one of the easiest schedules.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a dogfight, and I'm really looking forward to it.
I think it's just going to come down to head-to-head matchups.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many they have left. They've played each other a decent bit, I feel like.
Yeah, they probably have 3 series in the back end.
Maybe 3. I'm excited. I'm really excited for this race.
This will be the one that you have to watch out for, because this can go either way, and whoever ends up on top, that number 2 team just wants to keep swinging. It's not so much that they lost, it's just that they ran out of time.
Yeah. And then Dodgers Braves, sticking to the series. Julio Urias versus Ian Anderson tonight.
Are they not playing the Giants tonight?
Nope. Today's Friday. New series.
Oh, it is
Giants
Friday.
series ended yesterday. They did
true.
win yesterday. But Dodgers Braves, Urias versus Anderson. Who else do we have lined up? Urias versus Anderson. Then we got Heaney versus Fried. Heaney. 0.59 ERA through 2 starts.
Whose name shall not be spoken.
And then we got... Who else do we got here? The Sunday night game is this one. Gosselin and Strider. Yeah. And then there's no game on Monday, I believe, right? No. Who do you have? So 3-game series. Who do you have winning?
Well, Freeman's return to his championship home. I think the Dodgers take 2 out of 3. A nice little sandwich where, the Heen dog kind of comes out and does his thing. And they drop the second game. I'm going to get really specific with that.
So what? You think Braves win the series?
No, I think Dodgers win the series 2 out of 3, and their 1 loss is on Saturday. I'll get super specific on that.
All right, I'm actually gonna do kind of the opposite. I'm doing the Braves win the series 2-1 because the Dodgers haven't been the powerhouse that we thought they were gonna be. They have been a powerhouse, don't get me wrong, but lately they haven't been great. I mean, there's definitely weak spots, and there shouldn't be when you think about it. There really shouldn't be.
What weak spots do you see?
Well, so sometimes just the offense doesn't get it done. I mean, when they lost 2 of 4 to the Pirates, they got swept by the Pirates. 3 games sweep. Sometimes it's the starting pitching. Walker Buehler was a big hit for them. I mean, he was not doing good. He wasn't doing good, and then he got I believe it's a rib injury. He's not back. Rib injury. He was doing really bad. I don't know, but they're still playing good. I mean, they're what, 43 and 25. They're still good, but they have showed some weak spots. And I think with a team like the Braves, who, as hot as they've been recently, I think the Braves are going to squeak out too. I don't think they'll sweep, but that's just because it's the Dodgers.
You know, that's completely fair. This is one of those series, again, just like the Yankees-Astros series, where it can go either way. Both teams are threats in the postseason. Like, it's just everything's kind of mashing up this week with teams that we can see facing off against each other in the regular season, which is, it's getting interesting. It's getting really interesting.
Yeah, it's getting fun. So, next up, we talked about Dansby. I mean, Matt Olson's been great. Let's move on to the next series. Let's stay in the NL East. Mets Marlins. They just played each other last weekend.
Yeah, we were there.
Week. We were there in banana suits.
Banana suits.
Give it up for the bananas. So, Mets Marlins tonight. We got Taijuan Walker versus Sandy Alcantara. I want to talk about Sandy Alcantara. I want to get deep here. Sandy Alcantara, NL Cy Young so far. Man, he throws. It seems like every time he's out there, he throws 8+ innings, or
never bet
at
his
least
under.
8. Never bet the under. I learned that the hard way. So he's been incredible this year, and NL Cy Young, he's got leading the league in ERA, leading baseball in ERA at 1.72 ERA, 99.1 innings pitched, also leads baseball. Incredible. He leads baseball in ERA plus, which makes sense if he leads them in ERA. What do you think of Sandy Alcantara? I mean, he's not here today, I wish he was, but what do you think?
You know, our co-host Sandy Alcantara. I'm a big fan of Sandy. I think you're right in saying that right now he would win the NL Cy Young. It's sad that he is on a lackluster Marlins team right now that just cannot get it done offensively. When, you know, he puts up 8-9 innings of 1-run ball, like 5-hit baseball, you know, like sometimes he shuts them out through 8 innings. When I say they, I mean opponents. And the Miami Marlins still find a way to lose the game, which is upsetting. I definitely think that
7-2, not bad.
Yeah, but a lot of no decisions because, you know, he comes out when the game's tied.
Yeah.
I think that Sandy this year will be a hot topic for trading for him at the deadline, but I don't think the Marlins are going to give him up because he's so special.
Yeah, why would they? I mean, he's got free agent in 2027. What do you mean? They just signed him.
Yeah.
5 years, $56 million. Why would they ever trade him?
I'm saying that, like, I've seen, especially at a Dodger land, I have seen plenty of people advocating for sell everybody you can to the Marlins.
It'd be cool, and the only thing is the return would have to be huge, and it'd have to be, if that team doesn't win the World Series, that is very
then it's a loss of a season.
Yeah.
But that's something that I hope does not happen because I like him in Miami, where he can be that bright shining star. Whereas if he went to a powerhouse like the Astros, the Dodgers, the Yankees, you know, you're looking at him being a number 2, number 3 guy, and he kind of loses that limelight that he deserves, rightfully so.
Okay, I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Now, putting it in the perspective of the Mets, he should have played the Mets last series. I believe he did. He did. I was watching. That was the game where I bet him on the under, and it screwed me over. He went 8 innings pitched, 6 hits, only giving up 2 earned runs. It was one of his bad starts, believe it or not. 8 innings pitched, 2 earned runs is a bad start for him. This year at least. 8 strikeouts, 106 pitches. Like I said, the under. Yeah, so did good last time. Will they have that? Is that an advantage for the Mets? I think it is. You see a pitcher twice within a week span.
In any other case, I would say yes, but we are talking about Sandy Alcantara, who has the stuff to be able to do it. I think he'll be just fine. I'm going to go out on a limb right now and say that the Mets take this series.
So what do you want to say?
2-1, right? They play 3 games?
2-1 Mets, you want to say?
Yeah, I want to say
2 games.
I'm gonna,
3 games.
You know what? I'm going to go with the sweep.
3-0 Mets?
3-0 Mets.
So you think they're going to win it tonight?
I think they're going to win tonight off of the back of the Marlins bullpen.
I was going to say you think it's more of because the Marlins won't score rather than the Mets are going to score.
Right.
Okay, I get that.
Like,
although Sandy Alcantara, if you go with 9 he can very well go 9 inning shutout.
Oh, he's so good.
He does it all the time. It's like his national pastime.
Right, but just as much as he can do that, the Mets defense, not so much the Mets pitching because Taijuan Walker's on the mound tonight, not so much the pitching tonight, but their defense will certainly hold the Marlins at bay.
Okay. I like that. So you're going 3-0 Mets. I'm going to go 2-1 Mets. I think that the Marlins are going to win tonight.
The boys down south will
always
win.
Ride with the boys down south on the Friday games.
I did not.
It's ridiculous. Anyway, so also one more thing. Shoot.
Okay, what?
Richard Blyer, we love you.
Yeah,
anyway,
Richard Blyer, love.
I do love Richard Blyer. I love me some Richard Blyer sometimes. And now we move on to.
Well, you want to get some quick ones out of the way here?
Yeah. Let's get a couple quick ones going.
Okay, the Tigers are playing the Diamondbacks.
Tigers, D-backs. All right, I'm gonna go. Is that a 4-game series? Let's see. Monday is the 27th. That is not a 4-game series. Okay, so I'm gonna go Diamondback sweep because I don't like the Tigers.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Tigers.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Tigers, by the way, so underwhelming.
Depressingly underwhelming.
Grace. Rio. D-backs. Very underwhelming. Bad. Javi Baez. I don't know why they thought that was a good signing. I mean, man just strikes out. That's all he does.
Yeah, he's pretty good at it. He also had a 2-run homer yesterday.
At least they have Miguel Cabrera.
Yeah. Hall of Famer.
All right, let's get through a couple more. I don't have to write this down right now. I just realized because I can just watch it back.
Yeah.
Really not that hard.
It's more time efficiency.
But
the Athletics are playing the Royals.
Athletics Royals. I'm gonna go Athletics sweep. No, 2-1. 2-1.
I'm gonna go
2-1.
I'm gonna go Royals 2-1.
Okay. Royals have been such a dog shit team. So bad. Thought they were gonna be better. I feel like every year that happens. Last year I thought they were gonna be. They have a very normal team on paper, and we are normal baseball. They have a very normal team on paper.
Big Royals guys here.
They have a very normal team, but they are not normal.
Yeah,
they're not normal. So I'm gonna go Athletics. What next series? Hit me with another. You think quick one?
Washington at Texas.
I got Texas sweeping. I don't care how many games it is. 3 games. I got Rangers sweeping. The Rangers have been not bad recently. Like they've actually been remembering how to play baseball.
Marcus Semien has been remembering how to play baseball.
Marcus Semien and that's
equating. That's the click.
They're now 33-35. I know they're 9.5 games out, but if you look at the wild card, they are only 4.5 games out of the wild card, which is still in reach.
Just crazy to think about too.
It is pretty crazy to think about. But I'm gonna go Twins. What am I saying? I'm gonna go with they sweep. What do you want to go with?
I'm gonna go 2-1 Nats.
Nats?
Yeah, I'll make it interesting.
Nationals are the worst team in baseball, I believe.
They're not.
No, they're not. They're close, but they're not. 2-8 in their last 10. Juan Soto. He's been better recently, I think.
Yes, but not.
Let me pull up the season numbers for Soto. I mean, batting .214.
Not bad. What's his
guy
OPS?
who batted .313 last year in
What's
151 games. OPS 796.
Not
batting. He's turned into Joey Gallo.
Joey Gallo.
Kyle Schwarber is the same type of way. Kyle Schwarber's batting like .214 also. Like almost literally .214. He's got 14 homers, 57 walks. Still leads the league in walks. He's good at that.
Did I not move it enough?
No, you got it. Leads the league in walks. He's having fun, I guess. No, he's not. He's not having fun. Get Soto on a good team, and maybe he'll have a better batting average.
Yeah.
I think that's his protest. That's his form of protest.
I think a perfect world, Cedric Mullins for Juan Soto. Who says no?
Me.
The Giants are playing the Cincinnati Reds.
I got... Ooh, how many games is that? Is that 4 games or 3? That is a 3-game series. I got Giants 2-1. If it was 4, I would have said split. But I'm saying Giants 2-1.
I'm gonna go Giants sweep.
Giants sweep. I don't know the Reds. The Reds have showed some fight. They were the worst team in baseball. They are almost the worst team in baseball still. 7-game losing streak. There's no way they go on a 10-game losing streak, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I gotcha. I mean, the Giants, they've been doing something special. They've been doing something special, and I think that we're going to see the Giants sort of ramp up again. Coming soon.
Giants ramp up.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
Like
5.5 back.
Yeah, we saw them beat out the Dodgers last year, right? And they didn't lose all of their guys, and they brought in Jock Peterson.
They have
Carlos
lost
Rodon.
significant, and Rodon hasn't been what they expected.
Yeah, but he's still. I think he's one of those guys that can go up and down like every month type of thing, and it's just a matter of will you catch him in a hot streak or when he's kind of on that slump.
I guess
That's how I feel about Carlos Rodon.
All right, let's speed up a little bit. Give me who the Red Sox playing? The Guardians.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Let's talk about previous, because let's stop just going over each series. Guardians have been amazing recently. They just took 2 of 3 from the Twins, who were the team they were competing with. Tied for first place. Although the Twins have played more games. Yeah, like significantly more games. They have 3 more wins and 3 more losses. So they played 6 more games than them.
Yeah.
How does that even happen?
Wish I could tell you.
That's weird. Anyway, but they're still tied. Guardians just took 2 of 3. Twins won the series closer yesterday, 1-0. So it wasn't even like a convincing win.
Yeah.
Like nail biter right there. I'm actually kind of happy the Guardians are doing this good. J-Ram, Stephen Barry Bonds Kwan, Cal Quantrill. Happy for those guys. Those 3 specifically.
Yeah, I mean, and can we talk about the elephant in the room when it comes to the AL Central? The White Sox are basically 5 games back.
It could be worse.
It could be.
With the way they've been playing, it could be a lot worse.
It could be a lot worse, but I think
the roof is falling down. Though,
yes, the roof is falling down, and the 3 or 4 years that they just had of like, hey, no one's good in our division, so we're just going to run away with it and think that we're a good team is kind of coming back to bite them in the ass, because they could have easily made a couple of trades in years past to obtain better guys and keep around other guys to have them in this competition, but they just didn't because they thought they were good in the now. They didn't think about what happens if the Guardians come back. What happens if the Minnesota Twins get better? And this is what I've been saying for years now, is that the White Sox aren't good enough to compete. It's just that they got lucky with having a weak division.
I agree. They did get lucky having a weak division. They did kind of get blindsided last year with winning that division. They were not they were not one of the best teams in baseball. They were not going to win the World Series last year.
And the Astros
Like you said,
made sure of it.
lack of competition, and I think they got blindsided. And what I mean by that is that they looked at it and were like, "Oh, well, we won. Why would we make changes?"
Yeah,
and they didn't go out and get a giant free. I mean, they got Johnny Cueto.
Yeah,
he had a good start, like two starts ago, maybe last start. That's really all. Like, what else? Who else did they get? Nothing crazy. Sources say Judge and the Yankees have settled. So I guess that's arbitration.
Yeah.
$19 million a year. I think.
No,
I think $19 million a year. Not a year. This year, $19 million this year.
Oh,
Judge wanted 21. They wanted 17. They met in the middle.
Yeah.
Extension for Judge, maybe. What was I talking about? So they didn't go out and make the necessary moves, which they should have. Roof is falling in Chicago. Who are they playing this week?
I believe
this weekend, rather.
They're playing the Orioles, so this is a good get back on track type of game.
Yeah, this is a good
them.
get back on track. The Orioles are one of the worst teams. Not even. Orioles 32 and 39. They're almost the same record as the White Sox. Okay, we're taking a timeout. We're taking what?
Austin Hayes for All-Star.
Okay.
He has been doing great this year. And the fact that just because he's in Baltimore and cannot get the necessary amount of love is annoying me.
Okay, I gotcha. 287. 828 OPS. I think the issue is that the issue is more that what was I saying? There's too many good players in that position. So I don't think he's better than Aaron Judge or Mike Trout.
Yeah.
I also don't think that he's better than I just don't think he's top 3 because the top 3 outfielders make it.
Oh yeah. Well,
it might be top
3,
5 or something. I don't think he's a top 5 outfielder though.
I agree with you that he's not top 3. He might be top 8. Is like generous. Not even generous. That's like reasonable. He has been playing out of his mind. He just hit for the cycle a few days ago. And
he did. That was fun.
Yeah. In 6 innings, no less. He came up to bat 4 times in 6 innings, and the game got called early due to rain, but Austin Hayes still had his cycle, which was crazy to think about that he could have done more in that game. I think the White Sox take 2 out of 3, though.
2 out of 3. Yeah, I'll take 2 out of 3, too. I think the Orioles, they have had some games where their offense lights up. Adley Rutschman in his last, 7 games, or maybe 14 even, or since a certain day, recently, Adley Rutschman batting .313, and, Adley Rutschman's been showing, big improvement.
Oh, yeah.
Already being in the majors. I mean, he's batting... He's batting .222, but let me pull up the splits.
He has adjusted so well to Major League pitching. Yeah,
yes,
it's crazy.
Last 14 days, batting .326 with a 1.021 OPS, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. He's getting it done, and he's good defensively. So that's all they
very
really
good
need.
Defensively. He has a cannon for an arm, and it feels like there's a brick wall behind the plate. Like nothing gets past him.
Yeah,
which is great. Moving on, this series is something interesting to me. The Toronto Blue Jays are playing the Milwaukee Brewers.
That is a really fun series.
Yeah. So you have one of
both teams have been sliding.
You have the most overrated team in baseball playing against one of the most properly rated teams in baseball.
And the Brewers are in the NL Central race is very fun. They are tied right now. They just played each other.
Yeah.
I believe they split. I think they split. Or Milwaukee won 2 or 3. It was one of those. Tied, exact same record, exact same amount of games played. That is exciting. And I think this division is going to stay that way. I don't think anyone's going to pull ahead. And think about that. The Brewers lost 8 in a row at one point. And they're still tied. So they're very lucky that St. Louis, I guess, didn't start out as hot as they did.
Yeah. I think that this is going to be the division. Out of all 6 divisions in baseball, this is the one to watch, game 150 on. You know, like we're gonna see this come down to the wire. The loser of the division will make the wild card, no question.
Ooh.
And
I don't know. There's actually not a guarantee of that.
No, I think
you got the Braves.
In
Mets.
my mind,
Braves, Mets, Dodgers, Giants are the other three. Are the other contenders kind of. So I think it's gonna be close. I think the NL wildcard race is gonna be very interesting at the end of the year. I think both wildcard races.
Name the three that you just said.
Mets, Braves, Dodgers, Padres, Giants. It's 5.
Okay. Take away one of the Mets or the West teams because they win their division, so then that's down to 3.
No. Because I'm saying it's still going to be part of the race when you're still going to have to compete with those teams by the end of the year because all these divisions are going to be close unless someone runs away, which you can't really predict someone running away with the division. I mean, you can, but it's kind of a,
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
I think both wildcard races, AL and NL, are going to be very
close.
Tight at the end of the year.
Yeah.
No one's running away with it.
I completely agree with you. But the Blue Jays and the Brewers are playing each other. I think it's a 3-game set.
Yeah, it's a 3-game set.
And I'm going to go out and say it right now. Milwaukee sweeps.
Milwaukee sweeps. Okay. You know what? I'll get down with that. I'll say Milwaukee sweeps. Who do they got on the bump? Manoah tonight. Okay, I don't have Milwaukee sweeping. Manoah versus Hauser. I have Milwaukee wins 2.
I am still going with Milwaukee sweeps. I think the Brewers in recent time, as in like the last 10 games or so, have gotten really good at working the counts of pitchers, getting that pitch count high. And the Blue Jays, who crazy enough think that they're going to win the World Series this year, they're not going to want to burn Alek Manoah for 100 pitches tonight.
I think they are. Even 100 pitches, he's going to have a very good outing. He always does.
I don't know. Once you hit the Toronto bullpen, I feel like anything's possible. I think the Brewers have been on a hot streak with the bats, and I think it's just going to continue. Because it seems like nothing can really shut down Willy Adames, Christian Yelich, all their guys.
All right. I get it. Willy Adames has been amazing, too.
Yeah,
that's like one of the best trades they've ever made. That's insane.
And it was a win.
The value they got from that.
Yeah. And you never see this in baseball where you get a win-win trade.
Yeah. No, that was a win-win. Anyway, so we got a fun one. Cardinals Cubs.
One of the best rivalries in baseball. Not nowhere near the top, but one of the best rivalries.
Got Hendricks, Palante. That took me a minute. Hendricks, Palante. He's actually been really good.
3 games or 4?
3. Palante, 21 games, 1.69 ERA. Wow, that's impressive. Okay, and then who do we got? Cubs don't have a starter for tomorrow, but Miles Michaelis is pitching.
I might have to start for them tomorrow.
Cubs, hit us up if you need a starter for tomorrow.
Hey, listen, flight's only 2 hours.
Miles Michaelis is pitching for the Cardinals. He almost had a no-hitter the other day. No-hitter or perfect?
No-hitter.
No-hitter the other day. And then on Sunday, we got Swarmer versus Flaherty. I definitely got Cardinals sweeping.
Really?
Yeah.
I have Cardinals 2 out of 3.
Well, that's a little biased because if you're starting tomorrow, obviously you're going to pick yourself to win. Well, yeah. That's like the Pete Rose kind of thing.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So you got 2-1 Cardinals?
Yeah, 2-1 Cardinals.
All right, I got 3-0. I think the Cardinals, they smell that division. They're the sniffers. The Cardinals are the sniffers. They're smelling up that division.
Using the old schnoz.
Yeah, they're the smelling. What's the word? Smelters. They're the smelling smelters. Because they're melting.
They're no longer.
They melt the division when they play the in division. They melt them, but they're also smelling the division.
Fair enough.
I think that's a great nickname. The smelling Smelters are the Cardinals. All right, yeah, no, Cardinals also. We're trademarking that officially. So Cardinals, you can't use that. Keep sniffing up that division though. Wait. Okay, sorry. You want to move on?
I mean, we're
Cardinals. Let's talk about Paul Goldschmidt. I don't want to just keep moving on. Let's talk about Paul Goldschmidt. Do you think he's the NL front runner for MVP?
Yes, but it's not as large of a margin as people might say.
I disagree. I think it's a huge margin. Listen to this. Played 68 games.
Okay.
He leads the NL in batting average,
Okay.
on base percentage,
Okay.
slugging,
Okay.
OPS,
Okay.
OPS plus,
Okay.
total bases,
Okay.
hits.
Okay.
Like, and on top of that, he's got 17 homers, 61 RBIs. How would he not be the MVP? It's about damn time.
No, I think that he is the MVP.
Yes, it's very far.
I don't think that gap that everyone's like this, it's actually like this. You know, it's like it's not half, but it's not like fourth. You know, it's like it's somewhere.
So
like
third.
Yeah, like just about.
It's in between half and fourth, I think.
It's like 2/3 of like a gap of what people are saying. I think that the season is still way too young to be declaring anybody not named Aaron Judge MVP. And I mean, will Goldschmidt continue the production? Because he's, we don't know. We just don't know.
Okay. So, I don't know. 340. The man is batting 340. Like I said, it's about damn time Paul Goldschmidt gets his MVP. He's 12. This is his 12th year in the bigs. He needs an MVP. It's similar to an Arenado situation. I'd love to see Arenado get an MVP, but this production is insane.
Yeah,
340 coming from your first baseman too. I mean, I don't know. I have Paul Goldschmidt for MVP like right now.
Yeah, that's
like
fair.
It's season ended today, and I think he'll keep it up. I think he will keep it up.
Okay. Over. 310.5 batting average at the end of the season. You think he's going to keep it up?
Fine. You know what? I'll be confident. Over.
Fair enough.
I think he finishes with 375. I'm kidding. No, but I do think it'll be over. Yeah.
Fair enough.
100%. Paul Goldschmidt been amazing. I mean, you got guys on that team like Harrison Bader, who's been good. Their starting's been good. Starting pitching, bullpen's been good. Gallegos has been really good. Arenado, of course, he's always going to be good. If he's not good offensively, he'll always be good defensively, and he's good offensively, so that's working out for them. Molina's been good.
Pujols has been Pujols.
How has Pujols been?
He's been okay.
I literally have not paid attention to Albert Pujols in maybe a month.
I don't think that he's MVP.
-3 WAR.
I don't think he can make the Hall of Fame anymore.
Still leads all-time baseball and grounded into double plays. So
that is true. But I just don't think that he can be the Hall of Fame anymore. You're going to tell me that somebody with a 36 ERA belongs in the Hall? It's just blasphemous.
No. I was not expecting that one. Yeah, 36 ERA. That is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, and what's even crazier is that people are saying the same thing for Yachty, that he belongs in the Hall of Fame. He also has a 36 ERA.
Nah, he lowered it.
Did he?
Yeah, he
Okay. I'll have to
he had one appearance
I'll have to reconsult my Hall of Fame ballot then.
But Pujols, he's how many away from 700?
Close.
Not really. He's 17 away.
He could do it. Today.
In half a season, he ain't hitting 17.
No, he could do it today.
Today?
Yeah.
17 today. All right, hold on. Now it's killing me. What's Yachty's ERA? Let's see. Yachty's ERA. Where's his pitching? Why isn't his pitching on here? Oh, here we go. Standard pitching. 18.
Yachty lowering the ERA ever so slightly. Moving like
so Yachty could still be in the Hall of Fame.
There's a chance.
If he would even make it in the first place.
All right, next series. Phillies, Padres, 4 games.
That one started last night.
Yeah, they started last night. Phillies took the first one.
Was that a close game? Do you even know?
Yeah, it was 6-2. It wasn't close.
That's not close. No, that's not close. That's not close at all. Although, let's see, bottom 9. If I can find it. Okay, yeah, can't find it. Here we go. Oh, I got it. Bottom 9. Let's see if the Padres came close. Because it's in San Diego. Yeah, no, they weren't close.
Not at all.
Ground out, fly out, ground out. Yeah, no, it wasn't close. No, I don't think that was a close game. I kind of surprised me, honestly. The Phillies have been really bad recently. They've been a little better. They have been a little better recently, but overall, they've still been underwhelming, really bad. I say Padres win the next 3. So I got Padres 3-1.
I'm going split just because the Padres are missing. They're missing Nando, which we already knew going into the season, and Manny went down recently as well.
Manny was back last night, wasn't he?
No.
He wasn't?
No, he's on the 10-day.
He is?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to go Padres. I'm still going to go I'll go split then. Since Manny's gone, I'll go split. Baseball.
Fair enough. Baseball.
We got Nola versus Gore tonight. Mackenzie Gore's been really good. 3.64 ERA for a rookie. That's really good.
Yeah, people are advocating for him to win Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, no, it's not that. I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't agree.
Blake
with
Snell has been terrible. Not terrible. Yeah, terrible.
He's been
5.46 ERA.
okay.
No, 5.46 ERA. It's bad for Blake Snell. For a guy who had a sub-2 ERA one year.
Lower than Yachty's. Lower than Yachty's,
yes. And then the next day they have Darvish, who's been really good. 3.17 ERA, 7-3. He's been good. Philly does not have starters announced for the next 2 days after today. So what am I? I'm going 2-2. What are you going?
2-2.
2-2? All right. So we got 2-2. 2. And I'm wearing the Jeter shirt. Just a lot of 2s today.
Yeah.
What else we got?
I mean, Pirates are playing Tampa. Do you just want to say
Pirates Tampa? I really don't want to talk about that. Tampa's boring.
Yeah.
I'll go 2-1 Pirates.
I'll go 2-1 Tampa.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Baseball.
Sounds good. Baseball.
Angels Mariners. I'm gonna.
Oh, that's a fun series. Considering the Angels are dog shit.
Well.
Considering the Angels are bad.
Allow me to introduce you to this guy called Michael Nelson Trout. All right.
Mike Trout has been so good recently. Can you get his numbers for the last week and a half?
Last time Mike Trout played the Seattle Mariners, he made baseball history by hitting 4 go-ahead / game-winning home runs in one series.
Okay.
It was the first time in baseball history that has ever happened. What are you doing?
Stretching. I'm listening.
And he has been so much impressive. Over the last, we'll just do 2 weeks, he's batting .286, 7 homers on 12 hits with 18 strikeouts. So he's, crazy to say, he's sort of becoming a 3 true outcome guy?
No. Disagree. What's he batting? What's the average?
.286.
That's not 3 true outcome. No way. What's his batting average this season?
This season? You're looking at a whopping .284.
That's not 3 true outcome. Mike Trout's amazing. Anyway, back to the series though. Ohtani. Let's talk about Ohtani really quick before we talk about the series. Ohtani did something special last week. One night he hit 2 homers, 8 RBIs. Next night he goes 8 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts. Unbelievable. This guy's not the MVP this year. I will admit that. I think we finally found a thing that I don't think Shohei's going to be MVP this year because of his hitting. Not necessarily his pitching. You would think it's the other way around, but it's not.
And it's not even so much in his
also
control.
the hype has died down a lot.
Yeah, and I don't even think that the hitting is so much in his control. Yes, he's not batting 1,000 or whatever. He's not doing great. But also pitchers have learned how to pitch him. They had a year worth of film to go back and look at. Hey, Ohtani swings at these outside and low sliders every time. Just get it out there and he won't touch it. Hey, Shohei can't really hit the curveball when it's in on him. Let's put it over there type of thing, which is, it's cool. It's the natural progression of the game.
I think what it more is that his OPS is down. I mean, he batted .257 last year. He's batting .260 this year. So his batting average is higher, but his OPS is significantly lower. Last year his OPS was .965, and this year it's .822.
Yeah.
He's not hitting as much extra base hits as he was last year.
Right. Because
it's more of home runs. His home run pace and triples. Led the league in triples last year,
He did
or
lead
tied
the-
for the lead.
He did well. Technically, that still means that you're leading.
I'm just saying.
But the hype, you're right, has also died down. We're not going to see him win the MVP this year unless he comes out and pitches one of the best second halves ever, along with hitting 32 homers in the second half.
Right. No, I agree. Okay, so let's get to the actual series. Mariners, Angels, fun times. But I am gonna go. It's a 3-game series. I'll go Angels win 2. Who's on the bump today? Who's on the bump tonight? Tonight on the bump for the Los Angeles Angels is Michael Lorenzen against Chris Flexen. Then tomorrow is Logan Gilbert versus Patrick Sandoval. I almost said Pablo.
Pablo
Then
Sandoval.
the series finale is Marco Gonzalez versus TBD. So I got Angels 2 of 3.
I'm gonna ride with you and say Angels 2 of 3 as well.
Well, now you're making me weary. I still got Angels 2 of 3. It's
Angels
fine.
2 of 3.
It's fine. And that was I think we went through every series.
Yeah, basically.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
we
Like
did.
literally.
We did.
Oh, Colorado, Minnesota. Minnesota's
Minnesota
been
2 of
good.
3.
I'll take Colorado 2 of 3.
Fair enough.
So, call me crazy, but I love Colorado. I just love the Rockies. Maybe. No, I'm going Minnesota 2 of 3.
Yeah.
The Rockies. I was watching the Marlins Rockies game yesterday. I love my Marlins. They did win the game 3-2.
They did.
It was beautiful.
Can confirm.
Yeah. And before we go, we're gonna do something new. The Homer draft. You guys all remember it. The score is 30. Lewis has 30. I have 22. We're gonna rework it a little bit. We're gonna do every day is a new Homer draft. We'll make a post about it or something. We'll get it out there somehow. We're gonna pick one player every day to hit a home run, and the point system is gonna be you get the amount of points for the amount of runs that the home run is. So a solo home run is 1 point. 2-run home run is 2 points. 3-run home run is 3 points. Grand slam is 4 points. And I kind of like that.
I enjoy it.
So, do you want to pick today? Do you want to pick first? Because now
Rock,
it doesn't
paper,
matter.
scissors.
Now you want to pick first because but not 2 out of 3, just 1.
Just one?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Let's go!
All right, go first.
All right, go first.
All right, do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Aaron Judge.
Shit. I should have thought about that. All right. Aaron Judge out of your AL pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope, there's only one. We're only doing one.
Oh, we're only doing one?
That's why it actually matters picking first.
Oh, but I like the one in each division.
No,
and one
Aaron
in each
Judge.
league. Come
Only
on.
one.
One in each league is so much more fun.
Fine, we'll do one in each league.
All right. For my AL, I am going to go with...
You better hurry up or I'm picking mine.
I know, let me think.
I'm
You
going to
already
pick mine
picked
in
your
10 seconds. I'm picking mine again. I'm picking my NL in 10 seconds. 1, 2.
All right, don't count at me. I'm gonna go with Mike Trout in the AL.
Mike Trout, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, who's your NL? You got back to back.
NL.
I have my NL if you just want me to go.
Yeah, go.
All right, since I can't pick Goldschmidt,
You can't.
I will.
Or Schwarber.
I can't pick Goldschmidt or Schwarber. Oh yeah, we're gonna do can't pick back to back. I'm gonna go Ronald Acuna Jr.
It's a good pick.
Yep.
I'm going to go with. Give me Rowdy Tellez.
Rowdy Tellez. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hope you have fun with that.
Oh, I will.
All right. Tellez. And I think that should do it.
It should do it.
I mean, we'll be back in a couple days, either Sunday or maybe Monday.
Yeah.
We'll be back. We'll go back over everything. We'll talk. We'll talk the talk, walk the walk. And, yeah, we hope you enjoyed. We love you guys. If you're watching right now, I'm going to blow you a kiss.
And listening.
I'm going to blow a kiss into the mic. Anyway. Yeah. And we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Keep supporting. Subscribe. Follow. if you're on a podcast app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or subscribe if you're on YouTube. And we will see you in the next one. Any closing words, Lewis?
Baseball.
You heard the man. Baseball. We'll see you guys next time.